All right, Wednesday, June 22nd, board brief. Warm up, 3 sets, 10 different movements, getting a heart rate up there, practicing some movements. Thruster review is our skilled or specific warm up, 5 different progressions. Dumbbells are going to be used in here, so let's grab a pair of dumbbells that we can manage. Okay, not to say it has to be light, and you can exchange your dumbbells as well. Okay, and then we'll go into it. 10 minutes to establish a 1 rep thruster from the rack. So if you were with us at the beginning of the month and you're here on the day, we tested this weight out, right? We're gonna see if we made any improvement over the last 30 days. Okay, and then we got a mini round, 2 sets, 5 kettlebell swings, 5 dumbbell thrusters. Okay, now kettlebell swings are overhead today, aka the American kettlebell swing. Let's have a couple of things let's talk about a couple of things. First of all, is range of motion, right? When we're overhead, we like to see a locked out elbow as best you can. That being said, if we have trouble going this way and getting locked out and going overhead, we can almost snatch a kettlebell up, and as we're punching the sky, our elbows should be able to lock out. The other thing is no floppy bells. Okay. When you're finished your repetitions, please place the kettlebell on the ground, just like you're finishing or going in right next to the next kettlebell swing, except you just slow your acceleration down, rest the kettlebell on the ground. No dropping from the top unless it's an emergency, you need to let the thing go and that happens. Okay. But being tired isn't an emergency. All right, so let's make sure that the kettlebells get rested on the ground. They bounce all over the place. No one needs to have a sore foot the next day. All right, workout, double fisted, 10 rounds, 10 kettlebell swings overhead, 16 and 24 kilos. So that's a yellow and a green kettlebell, respectively. 10 dumbbell thrusters, 25 and 35. Both hands. All right, so we need 2 dumbbells to complete those thrusters. Now, as we go along here, we want to think about a couple big things here. 10 to 14 minute time domain, time range. All right, so let's make sure we have the appropriate weight, and we can go for the appropriate weight by, all right, how long can I go on this workout unbroken? We should be able to get to round 6 or 7 without breaking it up. All right, no one says that's going to be easy though. So I want everyone to challenge themselves with the loading they use. But at the end of the day, we should be able to get to round 5, 6, 7 without putting it down in between, stopping to rest. It's 10 reps on each movement. Okay. Level 2 is the exact same workout, 10 rounds, 12 and 20 kilos for the kettlebell, 20 and 25 pounds for the double dumbbell thrusters. L1 is 7 kettlebell swings, and that's at 8 and 12 kilos, and 7 dumbbell thrusters, 10 and 15 pounds. So whatever weight we decide to use, we should really think about stuff like, can I do 6 or 7 unbroken rounds at intensity? The other thing is, another good way to gauge this, if your first round, any of your first 5 rounds, take more than 1 minute and 15 seconds, we're probably taking a little too much rest between your sets. So transition time is going to be important. Or we just have the loading so it's too heavy. Okay, so make sure we're sort of keeping an eye on the clock. If any of my rounds over, 1 minute, 15 seconds, I'm probably a little bit heavy. Let's see if I can speed this up a little bit. If not, let's scale the weight down a little bit. Which brings me to my next point, scaling for the workout. We don't want to scale the range of motion. We'd rather see you scale the loading. So which means we still want to go overhead with the kettlebell swings. We still want a good locked out position. We don't want any floppy bells, okay? And we still want to get through a full squat and overhead with those dumbbells for the thruster. All right, the other thing is legs today. Okay, so for the thruster, I always like to use 70% legs, 30% arms, right? and be patient. Sit those dumbbells on your shoulders until you stand all the way up and get a good squeeze of the glutes and quads. And then those dumbbells will feel pretty light as they're going up, right? If we start to press out too early, like coming up out of our squat before we reach hip extension, then the arms are going to be doing a majority of the work, and that's not going to be fun, okay? So use your legs. Kettlebell swings, same thing. Let's remember it's a hip hinge, not a squat. Let's keep those kettlebells nice and high and tight. And again, lock out your arms, all right? So that's a day in a short little brief here. The workout's called Double Fisted. Let's have some fun with it. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Enjoy.